Hello, Gridiron Gamers. This is Ty1281 here. Lately, I've been getting a lot of emails about how to use packages to give me an advantage over my opponent. You know, how to use certain subs and different packages to give me an advantage and help me win the ball game. So I've been getting a lot of offensive, some defensive, but more offensive. So today I'll be doing a offensive packages, and tomorrow I'll be defensive. And you can do this with any team. I'm doing it with the Patriots here. I'm showing you. I think that you can do so many different subs with them, but you can do it with many teams in the game here. Of what I do with it, it's my packages. But it's just a little different. You know, just do it as close as you can as to what I'm doing, or whatever fits your scheme, obviously. But do it as close as you can. So here, first formation is I form close out of the Houston Texans playbook. I'm just in a custom guide so I can show you all the things I like to do. So I like to sub that. I have two packages for this, but the same personnel, just different packages. So I like to put my halfback as a solid halfback, decent speed, but not the fastest. The fullback, I like to put my fastest available player. I like to put the left outside receiver as my tallest tight end. So Gronkowski, obviously a great tall tight end, and the fullback Woodhead, a fast halfback. And the right wing. The right receiver on the right, I like to put a good blocking tight end there, a solid blocking tight end. And then the tight end on the line, I like to leave it there as a fast tight end, a good tight end. Basically, just leave him normal so Aaron Hernandez is there. So here, this is the first package I like to do for this. And this is either our running formation. See, we motion that wing over. People think this is a running set, but this is more of a passing set for us. That's why I like to do it, because we're coming out, but we have the ability to throw the football very well. This package right here, our first one out of this formation, is either the run the ball or throw to the quick flat. So it's our running the ball formation and throwing to the quick flat. Here we show you we ran the ball. Now we show you the quick flat here. We just throw to the Woodhead right there on the flat. You see, when we come out in this package, we're always going to either run the ball or throw to the flat, and obviously do some different things. The reason we have that left receiver as a tall guy is for our outlet option on the curl or something, and then the or zone beaters we can do. Obviously, we can adjust. Here we like to put sub a decent any tight end in at the tight end position where our good tight end was. We like to sub that tight end that was there at fullback, so we have a nice solid tight end at fullback, and then we like to take the receiver on the right and then put our fullback that was there. So say like we had Woodhead at fullback, so we put him there. And you see once again it says 3 tight ends, 2 running backs. They're thinking the same set, but this set is our quick flat formation and our killer man beater with a motion snap, because we put our tight end at fullback, so it's a solid tight end with 85 speed right there, and then we have Woodhead, which they don't realize because they think it's the same package as the receiver on the right. So it's the same exact personnel, 3 tight ends, 2 running backs, but it's completely different. They're completely different areas on the field where we have a bunch of speed now on the outside receiver to kill certain coverages. As you see here, we'll show you the quick flat version. Like I said, we don't like to run the ball with this. We can. We prefer just to mix the packages around. As you see, that's the quick flat. We have a solid tight end there, and Aaron Hernandez that used to be on the line, but now we sub him to the fullback. And now we audible to our man beater with Woodhead. They're thinking that we're running the ball, we're throwing the flat, because we've been doing that all game with our first package. Then we audible to the second. Then we switch to the second package, and now we have Woodhead on that killing man beater. As you see, he breaks to the inside, and that's what it's all about. They're thinking that slow tight end's still there. Maybe they might give it a glance, but they're not thinking, oh, maybe. If they haven't seen that before, they're not thinking that's coming. Then we pop them with that. And like I said earlier, it can be with many teams. Certain teams obviously fit it better, but it all depends on what you like to do with your style. All depends on your offense. Obviously, this is something that fits my scheme, but this can fit a lot of schemes, a lot of these sets, because they're basic concepts of getting mismatches against the defense, and that's what it's all about. So next, we'll show you like I said, this is just a custom book, so we can show you the things we like to do for packages. We'll show you a spread flex formation or any spread set. We like to put our outside receivers as our tight ends. So on the left outside, we put Gronkowski. On the right outside, we put Hernandez. Then we like to put our slots as our best receivers. So we have Chad and Welker in the slot. Now this gives us a huge matchup, because against a certain team, we'll say like the Eagles, they have Nnamdi and Samuel or Rogers, the 2 outside corners on tight end. So that's kind of like a diversion, and and then it might give them advantage because they have good corners on tight ends. but it's just that we're basically just we're wasting their corners because now we have Welker and Chad, the two inside guys, on a nickel and a dime corner. And that's a huge mismatch. As you see, Chad's wide open because he's on a slow corner where normally we would have a fourth receiver there, but now we have a number one receiver in the slot because of what we did. You see, we got Hernandez wasting. We're just wasting Nnamdi Asomugha's talent right now on a tight end, pretty much. Obviously, we can throw it. We can still get a mismatch and throw it to Hernandez or Gronkowski because they have the height right there. You see, Gronkowski's a lot taller than Asante Samuel, but we're focused on the slots here, as you see, because we got two great receivers on two weak corners on the inside. Now, here our second package we like to do is we like to put a just a halfback, like a blocking halfback, or just your second halfback. And here we put our number one halfback as the left slot. So see, we put Woodhead because he can run routes like a receiver. He is pretty much a receiver, and we put a solid halfback in the backfield. And now you see we come out in one receiver, two running backs, two tight ends. This looks like a running package, when really we're in a complete and total passing package, as we have guys that can run routes pretty much better than anyone on our team. You see, once again, we got Chad on a nickel on a dime corner, mismatch right there. We got the halfback on a linebacker, mismatch again. And then we got the two outside receivers taking away those corners, wasting their talent on the outside, covering tight ends. And then we got Woodhead in the slot, who can run routes better than many receivers in the game, who's and that's a complete mismatch. As you see, we got him on a nickel cornerback, and that just absolutely kills man coverage. And he's playing against a good nickel, too. That's probably, the Eagles are obviously one of the best secondaries in the game, but still, we still have a mismatch against Woodhead running a route on a slant pattern in on a nickel corner, and we got Chad on the dime, and we're just wasting these guys. Those are just diverse. We can throw to them because they're tall and they can get up curls and stuff, and they're great players. But you see, both those packages I just showed you out of the spread flex, they both look like running packages because we have two tight ends in the field, so they might come out on a linebacker. Then that's even more of a mismatch. If you had Chad on a linebacker or Welker or Woodhead, that's a killer. Here we like to, back to the spread though. The next formation is empty empty giant or whatever. And we like to put our left outside as a solid tight end. We put Aaron Hernandez there. Our right outside as a big tight end, the taller one. So we put Gronkowski there. You guys maybe put Gates or whatever team you're using. Jason Witten if you're using the Cowboys. All depends. Kevin Boss, the Raiders. Then we like to I like to sub in I got my blocker on the tight end, or the player close to the line on the right. We like to put a blocking tight end there, a fullback, and then the player on the left, we like to put another blocker there. And then we have here this is our first package. The other one we prefer, I'll show you. See, it's two running backs, three tight ends here. So we got two great blockers in the backfield, as well as I'll show you what I could do here. I like to take Woodhead. I like to put a solid blocker there. We'll put our fullback there, and then I like to put Woodhead on the outside, who can, in the slot, who can run routes like any receiver on our team. You see, so now the package looks the same. We're coming out in the three tight ends, two running backs. It looks like a goal line set when really we're in an absolute complete total passing set here. And you can't blitz this formation, as you know of. We got two great blockers in the backfield. We got a 7-man protection, as well as two great tight ends running great routes. But they're also taking up corners on the outside because the number two corners are being they're basically a waste, like I said before, because we're not putting a solid receiver there. And then we got that was a bad throw by me, my bad guys. But we have plenty of protection, as well as we got a great receiver in Woodhead running routes on a slower DB. And a lot of the times, actually, if they say three tight ends, two running backs, they will come out in a 46 normal package. So then we don't have to. That's even more of an advantage. You have Danny Woodhead on a linebacker, or any halfback you have on a linebacker. Chris Johnson, are you kidding me? You can't cover that. Look at on a DB, he's open. If you saw on the slant, and then we can throw that curl on just a huge tight end on any corner. Anyone. That's just you can't stop that. And you see again, we like to throw a low pass lead. We didn't throw a low pass lead there. It's safer if you throw the low pass lead. It's not going to get picked. But like I said, if they come out in the nickel normal package, they're trying to blitz us or whatever. They think the run's coming. Not nickel normal. What am I saying? or 46 normal. So they have two more linebackers in the field. We're just going to torch them. And you see there we throw the low pass lead on the curl. You can do many things with this. We got great protection, and we're sending great players and routes that is mismatch is all over the field. Like I said, normally we will have if they see this and they come out in the 46 normal, we got linebackers on Danny Woodhead in our slots or whatever we do, and that's just a complete and total mismatch, as you see right there, wide open, bad throw by Brady, but that is a nickel corner. I mean, and that is a dime corner, and Woodhead is killing a dime corner. Now imagine Woodhead against a linebacker. I mean, you can't stop that. You just mismatch all day and then we'll run the hurry up all day on you because you can't get out of that set once we're in it. We'll run the hurry up until we score a touchdown, pretty much. We come out in this package, you thinking run, coming out in 46 normal, you're going to have a linebacker on Woodhead. That's a mismatch all day, fellas. And we're going to throw that all day. And even if he gets a dime corner, like he right now, as you see, we're wasting Nnamdi away and Asante. But even with a dime package, you see Woodhead kills the route. Now imagine against a linebacker, like I said. I mean, we're going to run that all day. And back to the spread offense. Like I said, it's all about mismatches. We're getting the spread flex like I showed you before. We're getting they'll come out. They'll see that's they might come out in a 46 normal on that too. So we'll beat them with that too because we're coming out in less than they have on the field. Like I said earlier, we're coming out with. We're coming out with more like run players almost, but they're really not. They think they're run players because they're more tight ends and running backs, but they are all passing players, and then we'll end up with Chad in the slot on a linebacker or Woodhead in the slot on a linebacker, and you're going to get burnt all day. As the pass protection is great here. We can streak the tight ends or do whatever we want with them. They're going to be diversions, but we can also throw to them if we want to click on and make a play against a shorter corner. But you see, that's a linebacker right there. That's the normal package. Linebacker on Danny Woodhead. You can run any route on that, and that's just going to kill it. You want to streak on that. If there's no help over the top, you want to streak. You think he's going to, a linebacker, 80 speed or whatever, is going to cover Danny Woodhead with 94? I don't think so. I mean, like I said, we're going to take advantage of these matchups all day. And with the spread, like I said earlier, they'll come out in the 46 normal a lot, and they're not going to be able to stop it with the 46 normal. We'll just kill them all day. We'll have faster players than they have on the field, and we're going to hurry up all day and going to kill them. Now here on the bunch, I like to sub in the left outside receiver as a big tight end. So here we put Gronkowski, and here it says two tight ends, two receivers, one running back. Looks like more of a running set or a balance set, but really we're in a passing set. So like I said, they might come out in 46 normal again, or just even if they do come out in speed, we're going to mismatch him. We like to curl him a lot. We got a big tight end on a smaller corner, or just a mismatch in general. He's the safety valve here. And we got sacked there. But you see, we got Hernandez on a linebacker. He's a fast tight end killing a linebacker. And then if they come out in 46 normal, then we'll torch them all day with that. I mean, they don't have a chance of stopping us. They don't have a chance if they think we're running the ball because we're in that set. They don't have a chance of stopping us. I guarantee it. Because all these, they're similar concepts. We're getting mismatches on with our better players on their average players. So here, another set we like to do with the bunch is I just put Green Ellis as the halfback, put Woodhead as the right outside receiver. Like I said, Woodhead can run routes like a receiver. And then maybe we'll put Edelman just to mix it up, Edelman in the slot. But we do another package of what we like. I'll show you next that I prefer. So you're getting one receiver, two running backs, two tight ends. This looks like a running set to them, but like I said again, this is a complete and total passing set. As you see, Woodhead's wide open, bad throw by Brady, but I mean, Woodhead's on Nnamdi right now. That's a waste for them, but we still burn them, which is crazy because of the pick right there. We still beat the coverage with Nnamdi covering Woodhead. Usually that's an advantage for them, but there it was an advantage for us. We got lucky there. But the point is, we got great players in the field, and they might come out in 46 normal again because they see what we're doing. We're coming out here. We put a fast running back on the line for Edelman. We put Vereen at the guy in the line, the slot. So it looks like we're coming out in a goal line offense or something. with three running backs, 2 tight ends. But that was a bad throw by me. But again, we're in a passing set because of the options we have. We got so many fast players in the field. You see, we got a linebacker on a tight end. We got a linebacker on a halfback. But really, those guys in our offense, they play like receivers. That's what we have the offense designed for them. We get them in the best situation where really this is a heavy pass set. They're thinking it's a run set. This is pass heavy, this set right here. And if you think you can defend it with a 4-6 normal, you can't. And a 4-6 speed package, you still can't defend it because we're getting mismatches all over the field. We got a lineman, a tight end taking away one of your number one corners. That's an advantage for us. We're taking them out of the play basically. We're not going to throw there a lot, and if we do, we're going to throw it on a deep route so we can go up and make a play, or throw a curl where he can make a play. And that's going to be all day for us. On the snugs, I like to sub in. The left outside is a big receiver here. Not always, but it just once again we're taking their number one or number two corner away out of the play. And I like to sub my slots in as some of my great players again. So we have the slots on dime and nickel corners. So we put in the right outside can just be a fast receiver. A tight end doesn't really matter. A tight end will make it look more like a running set, so we can maybe catch him in 46 normal. But here we'll just we'll come out and just leaving it. So we got 2 fast receivers, 2 quick receivers on the line, and the slots cover. So corners, dime and nickel corners are covering them, and then we're wasting the outside corners by just diversions, distractions. We're not going to be throwing them all the time. And we still can throw it to them right there. As you see, we got a tall tight end on a smaller corner, which is we're going to take advantage of all day. As you see, we got sacked there, but this is these packages are all very important. You see, it's all the same concept where we're getting better players on their weaker players. We're putting them in different positions in the slot or on the outside to our advantage to give us, we're just trying to get their players out of the play here. Or we're trying to get a great receiver on a weaker corner or a linebacker because we're coming out in sets that look like we're running it, but really in an all-out passing formation, in our opinion. We'll come out, like I said earlier, the empty or the spread flex or the bunch or something where it says 3 tight ends, 2 running backs, or 3 running backs, 2 tight ends, and we're in a spread formation, all-out passing. We don't even plan to run the ball at all. We don't have a single run in that formation. Like the empty 5 wide, that looks like we're running the ball down their throat. When they look at the 3 tight ends, 2 running backs, that looks like a run formation. But we're totally passing there. You can't run the ball in that formation if you want to do. We're come out and we're gonna throw the ball down their throat. And we're gonna run it. We're gonna throw it every time into that. But so they're gonna have linebackers and we're gonna take advantage of that. The next formation now, it's out of New England. It's called Jumbo Ace Twins or something like that. And what I like to do is I like to sub my weak on the left guard and the left tackle. I like to sub weak players in there. So here I just take weak linemen, and then I like to take the right guard, sub someone in good there. Like I take Logan Mink and sub him in there. The right tackle I take Brian Waters, sub someone in good there. And then the tight ends on the right I put Volmer as the tight end on the line. I put Matt Light as the tight end to the right of him, and then I put Nate Solder as the tight end right of him. So basically, you just have a bunch of tackles on the right. So basically, and then I put a big tight end on the left side. So basically, there's 1 tight end and 1 running back in the field. The rest are linemen. So just make sure your best linemen are on the right side of the formation, and the left side doesn't really matter. So here, we don't plan to throw the football a lot. We're showing you we have 8 linemen on the field or whatever it is. Yeah, 8 linemen. We're planning to run the ball down your throat. We're gonna do it all day, every day. As you see, I mean, you can't. I play a bunch of great players, Z Farles, Neff, all them, and they could not stop this. I've been run the ball down their throat, and they cannot do a single thing about this. It is so hard to stop, and then you just can't stop it. Really, I had 300 rushing yards on great players. As you see, I mean, you just run the ball all day on this. We're showing them we're gonna run the ball, and we don't care. We're gonna run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. We don't care if they know the play. We're still gonna do it because you can't stop it. It is so hard to stop. We're gonna run the ball all day with this set. It is so hard. When you have 8 linemen to the right and they're all great linemen on the right side of the line, we're gonna run the ball all day. And we have the halfback, the belly weak in our formation too. So when they're playing so much to the right, which I've seen, which a lot of players do, you see here, we have that run right there, and we just run it to the off tackle to the left on the counter, and that just kills it. You can't stop it. If you want to run right, still can't stop it. It doesn't matter what you do. It is so hard to stop. I guarantee it. I mean, we're gonna run this all day. We're showing you, and we're gonna break this. I'm gonna break this formation down more in depth, and maybe like a mini guide on this, or just like a main schema free tip or something like that, or maybe it'll be in the New England guide. But the important is you get the basic concept. Just try some things out yourselves. I'll break it down more in depth. In the goal line, I like to throw to that. They think and run. I like to throw to the backside. The backside fade. I put a fade on the big tight end, the 6'7" tight end right there. But it is just keep running the ball. You get the basics right now. I'll break it in depth, like I said. But it is so hard to stop. You run the ball all day. You run the ball 30 times with this. 30 times. I mean it. 30 times in an all Madden 4-minute quarter game, tournament type game. Run the ball 30 times with this. And I just hope you guys enjoy the packages you see here. We got, look at that. The right side of the field is all linemen. There's 2 players on the field that aren't linemen, and the quarterback obviously. But we have 8 linemen on the field, and it's just heavy to the right. We're running the ball all day, every single day. I hope you guys enjoyed the packages. It's all about getting mismatches, winning games. Take advantage of what you have. Put different players in the slot. Put different players on the outside. Put different players on the line, in the backfield. All different things to your advantage. You'll be seeing the defensive one tomorrow. But offense, it's all about getting guys, your better players on their weaker players. It's all about getting mismatches, taking advantage of those mismatches, and winning ball games. This will definitely. It is so hard to. It's just we're getting fast running backs and fast receivers on linebackers. That's what it's all about. Getting mismatches, advantages. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Any questions, ask me. Just let me know.